using the CMD. So we are going to start with the IP config. The IP config is the command that shows the basic information of the IP addresses. So we're going to write IP config. Okay, the IP config shows information of the Windows IP configuration, different connections, the IPv4 addresses, the subnet mask. Okay, and everything here that is supposed to be known about the IP config. And if you write the IP config /all, the IP config /all shows detailed network configuration, including the MAC address and the DHCP or stroke the DNS details. So in this case, as you can see here, we've got the we've got Ethernet adapter connection. Okay, the details here, DHCP enabled. We've got the the IPv4 address, the subnet mask, the disobtained, everything here. Again, okay, let's close this one and then check for another command. The hostname. Hostname is a command that is used to display the set or the name of the computer on a network, the computer that you are using in this case. So we're going to write hostname. Okay, the hostname here is the Grace 353. So let's use ipconfig to search whether this is the hostname. In this case, our host name here is Grace. It's exactly what we have here. So that's how to check the host name on your computer. So this is my host name in this case, Grace 353. Okay, let's close this. Let's use the CLS command to be able to find another command, to use another command. Okay, we are going to use now the ping. The ping command is used to check the communication availability of the destination host of the user system. So we are going to use ping. Let's make them. Okay, let's run the ping. So in this, the ping here is the help command that is using. So let's ping maybe google.com. Okay, this is what we have. This shows how the communication of the availability of the domain name here, google.com. Okay, let's use another command. So another command in this case of the network commands is the NSLOOKUP. The NSLOOKUP is used to troubleshoot network connectivity and find the domain name of an IP address, such as google.com, even Amazon. So let's try google.com. Okay, as you can see, the server of this is unknown. It shows the IP address of google.com, the domain name of the google.com here. So okay, let's try to write. Okay, just then let's look up like that. Then we write server. Let's maybe write 8888. Okay, so in this case, the domain name system or the server here is Google. As you can see, and the address is this one. And that's how you find you use the NSLOOKUP. So let's again use to another command. Let's close this. Another command for the network, another network command in this case is the traceset command. So the traceset is used to is the short form of the trace route used to troubleshoot the routing issues of the network by displaying the routing table to which data is transmitted to maximum of 30 hops in the network, such as Google, Amazon.com. Any you can just trace the route of any domain that you want. So in this case, I'm still going to use google.com. You can also use to try amazon.com. Okay, to over a maximum of 30 hops. So you see where we are. This it usually takes some time in this case by loading. So in this case, this is how data is transmitted in the routing table of this by using the trace set, the trace route in this case, and here it is, guys. Okay, trace completed. So this is the traced route information on the route table. Okay, let's close this again and check another command. So another command that we're going to use here is the IRP. ARP is used to display the communication exchange between the IP address and the system of the MAC IP or system MAC or the physical IP address, the physical address of our domain. So we are going to, let's write first ARP. Okay, here displays and modifies the IP to physical address translation tables used to by address resolution protocol. So in short, the full name of ARP is address resolution protocol. So let's try to run ARP tag A and see what it has for us. Okay, so in this case, as you can see, we have here internet address, physical address, the type. So we've got this IP address, then the physical type, or rather the MAC address, and the static, then there is this one here. Okay, let's move to another command. The next command in this case is the path ping. The path ping combines the trace set and the ping commands and displays detailed information as output for a maximum of 30 hops in a network. So let's write path ping. Okay, so as you can see, this is what the path ping has. Let's try use the domain path ping google.com. See, the first one that is shown here is my host name here. So that's what the path ping does. It traces the route and the ping commands and displays every detail as output for a maximum of maybe 30 hops. Okay, even it's written here 30 hops. So this is our info in this case here. It usually takes some time. Okay. So this is what it has traced in this case. Okay, let's try to go to another command. We have seen what we have. Let's close. You in this case, if it's Linux, we use the clear command to clear the path. And here, since we are using Windows, we are going to use the CLS. CLS is the closing command to be able to clear this. Yeah, like that. So another command we are going to use in this case is the netstart. Netstart command. So, and what is netstart? Netstart displays the network connection summary of a system. So if you run, okay, netstart, if you run this, it will give you information of the current connection summary of a system, how the system runs. As you can see here, we have got HTTPS, this, a lot of information in this case. So it is going to display in this the information here, the TCP, the transmission protocol, the transmission control protocol, and the local addresses in this case, and the foreign address. So it's going to load like that and give the information here. Okay, let's close again. Okay. Okay, let's close here. Okay, let's look another command, the netshare command. So netshare, so what's the use of the netshare? The netshare is displays the details of the data resources of a system, how the shares the information is shared on a system. So let's run that one. Okay, it's not recognized as an internal command. Okay, let's try to write, maybe let's write maybe, let's try google.com again. Okay, it's not recognized as internal or internal command operable. Okay, but this, it has refused, but in this case this is among the top networking commands that are used. Okay, let's try another one that will accept in this case. Let's close this. Okay, let me try again. Share. Maybe I've done. Wow. So it was it's case sensitive. In this case, it's supposed to be net, then space share. So as you can see, it has displayed the details of the data resources of a system was shared. We've got this one, then this one, default share, admin. Okay, this is what the netshare does. Okay, now let's close this again. Let's now check the root command. Root. So what is the root command for? The root command is used just to show me the routing table of the system. So this is what the root info is. It has all this information here. Let's try to, okay, for example, let's try to print this. Let's try to use root print. Wow. So as you can see in this case, the root print has printed all the info that we need in this case, where the IPv4 root table, okay, the network destination, net mask, gateways, all this info here. The IPv6 routes, so it has both the IPv4 and the IPv6 route tables and the network, how it's shared in this case. Okay, let's close this again and use another command, the netsh. The netsh command. So what is the netsh command? The netsh command is the short form of the network shell, allows to view and configure network adapters in the system. So what you do, I'm going to write here this to be okay. As you can see, there's broad info here. Sorry for that. This question mark here, it displays a list of commands. So, and these are the commands that we have. That's why we wrote netsh, and it brought us here. So you write this one and displays the information that we need in this case. That it shows the network configures and view everything that you need in this case. Okay, let's close that one again. So the next command in this case is task list. So what is task list? The task list is used to show all the currently working application on the system. And in this case, these are my applications in my network that I have several of them here. It's just to show the list of everything that I've been running in this system. Again, another command in this case, we have the task kill. The task kill is used to terminate running program by using the program ID. So as you can see here, we've got the image name, the name of the task, and the program ID or the process ID, the session name, here it is, then okay, the session, the name, okay, all this here. So if, for example, if we want to terminate one of the tasks that we have here, we will run task kill. So maybe let's use Chrome. So in this case, we are going to just write task kill, then /PID, program ID or process ID. So in this case, we are going to our program ID. Maybe let's try to use Chrome. In this case, we have got 4032. So we are going to write 4032 and run. Okay, the process with PID could not be terminated. The process can only be terminated forcefully with the F option. So what we are going to do, if we want to terminate that task, we are going to write task kill skill, then we write slash f, then slash PID 4032 to be able to successfully terminate the Chrome tasklets here. So using our task number, PID is let's use this 4032. Wow, success. The process with the PID 4032 has been terminated. That's how you kill the task if you don't need it. And our last command in this case is the WMIC, which stands for Windows Management Instrumentation Command Line. It is used for getting detailed information and manage settings directly from the command line. So we're going to write this. Okay, so let's write maybe CPU. Wow, and this is our info. In this case, it has given us the number, port numbers here, every information that we need in this case. So guys, those are among the top networking commands that we use on networking. So there are 15. Those are among the ones that I have in this case. And thank you guys. Let's meet another video just for educational purposes.